Time for another edition of Jacket Talk from the studios of LEB TV. Brought to you by Missouri Cooperage, by Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, and also by Mercy. I'm Kevin Stubblefield. It is Marching Band Week today with Aaron Stewart and the Marching Yellowjackets. They are going to be on the gridiron Friday night as Lebanon takes on Willard. It is homecoming week. So it's a big week, isn't it?
It is a very big week, yes. We had evening rehearsal last night for 2 hours and parade today and game Friday night, 7 a.m. every morning. So we're working. Well, kids are tired.
Activities officially started in August, but I think marching band season began before that, didn't it?
Planning for marching season starts pretty much right after the last one ends. You know, as soon as we get done with Carthage and the last football games, we're starting to talk about what we want next year's show to look like and listening to music and just getting ideas. And I mean, it's a long process to put it all together. But yeah, June, drumline and color guard start working, and end of July, everybody comes in, and it's we're hitting the ground running. So yeah, it's a long process.
Well, let's put your coaching hat on. You had your first football game performance a couple of weeks ago. How did you rate the marching band that night?
They dealt with a lot of adversity that night with the rain and just the uncertainty of that. You know, we had plan A, B, C, and D all night for just, what happens if it doesn't rain, what happens if the rain intensifies, because, some of our electronics and our woodwind instruments just don't play nice in the rain. So all things considered, I thought they did a great job. They were flexible. They worked on the fly just as we were, giving them updates on what the plan was and all the things. And, they got out there, and the first time under the lights with crowd noise and just all the things that are a little bit different on a Friday night as opposed to, in the morning when it's quiet and the sun's up, and they handled it really well. So we talk a lot about, no performance is perfect. There's always things to improve upon. And so it's my job and my staff's job to, give them kudos on the things that went well, but also give them pointers and notes and things on what we need to improve on. And then we just get back to work the next day. So yeah, I thought they really handled the night well, performed well. What we did at that first game was just the first part out of 3 of the show. So we've got a slow ballad to add that we've been working on the last couple of weeks, and a closer that we've still got to learn. So we're rolling.
How much information did you and the staff gather to really center in on this year's performance?
Well, so it just starts with choosing the theme of the show. And sometimes that is we have a theme and we sort of choose music to fit that theme. Sometimes we have music that we really like, and we kind of come up with a theme to fit that music. This year's show was one that we purchased kind of as a package. It came all the music already written and the theme and some of the color schemes, and that was already, at least we had an idea. And that's nice because we get it all in one fell swoop. We got all the music at one time and could start passing it out to the kids. And then we work with our drill writer, who's a friend of mine out of Kansas City, who is heavily involved in marching band for a long time, and start talking to him about what we want, the movements to look like and the different pictures and where we want sort of the big impact moments to be and how do we set those up. And there's the color guard, and then there's the props, and it's just a lot. It's kind of hard to distill down to, the little parts of it just because there's so much, but it all comes together.
Do you make the choice to kind of fit what you feel is the strength of a group that you have for a particular year?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Every year we have, sections that maybe are loaded with upperclassmen, and then we have other sections where maybe we're a little bit younger. So yeah, as we're listening to music, we're, for example, if we had a really awesome trumpet section, we'd look for a show that really had some great trumpet moments. If our trumpet section was a little bit younger, maybe we look for shows where the trumpets are always important. Every section's important, but maybe we're looking for something that doesn't necessarily expose them if they're young. Not that young means bad. It just, it's like anything on the football team. If you've got a young secondary, you got to do your defense a little bit different than maybe if you've got a lot of veterans back there. We're also looking, this year we've got 4 soloists in kind of a small ensemble. So as we're looking for music and listening, we're trying to identify what soloists we have that we can feature and what might fit them well. And we think we've got a really good program this year that does suit the strengths and things that we have. We're going to do a drumline feature that will be as part of the closer. We've got a really strong group in the drumline this year, some seniors that are great leaders that we're gonna feature, and that'll be really great.
Mm-hmm. Well, how's the numbers looking for this year's Jacket marching band?
We're down just a little bit from where we've been kind of at our peak the last few years. We're starting to get some of our classes that were sixth graders, seventh graders, and that we were recruiting during the pandemic that have just been small since they were sixth graders. It was hard to recruit those couple of years, and those classes that started out small in sixth grade now are in high school. So we're about 140, 145, and we've been 160, a couple of years ago. But we think that'll rebound. Every group is dealing with the ramifications of those couple of years of the pandemic as those kids that were young and now are moving up. So a little bit smaller. I don't know if it'll really be noticeable out on the field, but we're happy with it. It's not a bad number. They look good out there, and we fill the field, and that's what we want.
If you're a coach, you want to have your athletes from the start in junior high all the way through their senior year. Do you get some musicians that may join the band during their high school years, or join the group prior, where they have not been a musician and a part of the band? Do they pop in and say, "Hey, I want to do this"?
That's pretty challenging in our world, just because there's so much technique that has to be built from the very beginning. Now, we'll have students move in. We've got a couple of kids this year that have moved in from other places and were in band and have jumped in and assimilated themselves really well and are contributing. We've got a couple even more that kind of came to Lebanon right at the beginning of the school year after we had already done band camps and such that are planning to join us in January. So those types of kids we can get in, and they're not really transfers, but in the athletic sense, but kids that move here that have been in band elsewhere, we can certainly get integrated into the group. Somebody that just decided their sophomore year that they wanted to join band, I won't say it's impossible, but again, that technique just has to be built from the very beginning, and that's challenging. We've had it happen before, but it's not as common as it might be in the athletic world.
I'm an old percussionist. I guess you could join and bang on the drum, couldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, we could get you going. If you want to suit up, Mr. Stubblefield, you just come on. We'll find a spot for you.
What's the name of this year's presentation?
The show's called A Change of Seasons. So obviously we're focusing on the different seasons of the year, but not so much like how the season is in the middle of spring. It's more about the changes that happen when we move from summer into fall, and then fall into winter, and winter into spring. So we've got some neat things out on the field. We've got some props that we're kind of using to set the stage for that theme. We have some neat banners that kind of look like a snowy field landscape that's on one side of the field. A couple of my staff members, Laura Mudge and Tony Lucas especially, have been working really hard on a big sort of fall tree. It's going to be out on the field. We're hoping to debut that this week. Sabrina Sander, the drama teacher at the high school, has been a huge help with that as well, with painting it and just making it look the way we want it to. So yeah, the music reflects that. The opening is a hymn that most people know, Beautiful Savior. The ballad, which is the winter movement, is In the Bleak Midwinter, which is a melody that even if you don't recognize the title, you'd probably recognize the melody. And then the closer is based off of a classical piece of music called The Four Seasons by Vivaldi, and we're using the spring movement of that Four Seasons piece. So yeah, the music, the visual, it all kind of just reflects the changes that go on throughout the year and the four seasons that we move through. So,
talk about your group leadership component. Who is involved in that?
Student leadership. Mm-hmm. So it starts with our drum majors. We've got 3 drum majors who are all returning. They were all 3 drum majors last year, and they're back with us this year, which is great. Drum major is basically the conductor of the band. The term drum major is a little bit misleading because they're not percussionists, but they're the ones that conduct the band on performances. They also do just a lot of kind of behind the scenes work for us, setting things up, making sure that the group's ready to go in the mornings, that we really appreciate. So they're kind of the top of the student leadership totem pole, and those kids are great. We're going to see one of them, Cooper Williams, here in just a minute, doing an interview with Ramsey. And then from there, we have a group of what we call section managers. So each section will have, depending on the size of the section, 2 or 3 section managers that help us with uniforms and equipment and just general leadership. So that's kind of our official leadership structure. But I tell the kids all the time that especially our upperclassmen, but every student is a leader, and that whether you have a title next to your name or not, you can lead by example, by doing the right things, the expectations that we've set, that they know if those upperclassmen and underclassmen too, but we lean on the upperclassmen a lot, can model those The younger kids are going to watch what they do and they're going to mirror it. And so we want those upperclassmen leading by example, even if they don't have a title next to their name. And I think that's even more important than sort of the official leaders that we have.
Are you honed in on the next group of drum majors coming up through the ranks right now?
Well, that's going to be tricky because we're going to lose our head drum major this year. Kara Dameron's a senior. The other two are juniors, so hopefully they should be back next year. But yeah, we're always on the lookout for what kids might be good to step into that role that have the, just all the things that it takes, the technical facility to conduct, and also the leadership traits that we want them to have. And yeah, we're always keeping a lookout for good leaders, and I think we've got some coming up that'll fit right in.
Any new elements in the band infrastructure this year you would like to mention?
Not major ones. We're adding new props out onto the field and also utilizing some of the props from the past in new ways. We try to be, good stewards of our budget and our finances. So we built these platform props several years ago that we've used now for, I think, 3 or 4 years in a row. So those have been really great for us. We've built some new things that'll be out on the field. But no, we've still got our fleet of trailers. The big semi-trailer will be out there rolling down the road here in a couple of weeks, and we're super grateful for that. It makes everything that we do really nice and tidy and easy. But yeah, no, not too much new on that front.
Always takes a good group of band parents, though, to make the process flow seamlessly, doesn't it?
I tell our parents at every concert that none of what we do happens without those parent volunteers. We're blessed to have a staff for the marching band of 7, the 5 band directors plus 2 color guard instructors. But there's just no way without great parent help that we could do everything that needs to be done, from the concession stand at the football games, which the funds from that allow us to do everything without asking the kids to pay a band fee. And we're so grateful for our parents for working that, and for the district for allowing us to staff that and have those funds. From that to my trailer pit crew dads that make sure our trailers are ready to go and can fix just about anything. I'm always amazed something will break when we're in a parking lot in Springfield, and this dad will pull out tools and 10 minutes later it's fixed. And it's just incredible. And then we've also got a great group that feeds the kids. Something some people may not know is that when we go to a competition, we're there all day, sometimes 12, 14 hours or more, and we'll feed the kids 2 or 3 meals out of the back of a trailer in a parking lot at Parkview High School or at Carthage. Sometimes that's, 160, 180 people with kids plus staff and our parent volunteers. And I have to make myself stop in those moments and just kind of look around at everything that's happening and all the people that are contributing, and just really, really take it in, because it's amazing all that our parents do to help the kids be successful.
What's the schedule for competition this fall?
We're going to 3 competitions. The first Saturday in October will be at the Valhalla Marching Festival, which is at Parkview High School. It's one of our favorites. Mr. Tipton and his crew just put on an amazing event that always runs smoothly, and we love Valhalla. Then the following Saturday, the second Saturday in October, we're going to go to the big stadium at MSU and march in the Ozarko Marching Festival at Missouri State University, and that's a big one. There'll be some heavy hitters there, and if we just make finals at that competition, that'll be an accomplishment. We'll see where we are able to place from there. But marching on a college field in a big stadium, it's exciting. It's just a little bit different than being at a high school. So we're looking forward to that one, and then we'll wrap up as we traditionally do at the Carthage Maple Leaf Festival, 3rd Saturday of October, and that's. I say it's the best day of the year. It's also the longest day of the year. We're leaving school at 5 a.m. that morning to go march the Maple Leaf Parade. And then we do 2 performances that day of the field show. And it's just a great day. That has kind of almost become band homecoming. Alumni will show up at Carthage that I haven't seen in a decade. And they're just there to watch the band because they love Carthage. So those are our 3: Valhalla, Ozarko at MSU, and then we'll finish it up with Carthage.
So you said there's a couple more elements for you to integrate into the presentation. How much work is going to be involved doing that?
We've been working really hard on the Ballad movement, which is the slow middle movement. The last 2 weeks, we actually did a full run of that just this morning. With this game being homecoming, we have to kind of shorten our show to make sure we have time to do the Queen coronation and other things at halftime. So not sure yet if we'll do that at this game, but for sure at the next game. And then the next 2 weeks are just going to be working really hard to get closer, the last chunk of the show, ready and learned and cleaned. And so then the game that is, I guess it would be on Friday the 3rd, the night before we go to our first competition, we'll hopefully have the whole show. We'll play the whole show for sure. If we don't march the last little bit, we'll just have to see. But yeah, there's still work to be done.
Fantastic. Always great to visit with you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Aaron Stewart, Lebanon Yellowjacket Band Director, joining us on Jacket Talk. We're back with more with Ramsey after this from the studios of LEB TV. At Independent Stave Company, our mission is for our employees and our community to flourish. That means supporting Lebanon's people, businesses, and schools today and always. We're proud to call Lebanon home, and we're here to support our hometown every play, every game, and every season. Missouri Cooperage, where community and teamwork always win. Go Yellowjackets!
At Heritage Bank, being a customer means more than banking.
How's it going, neighbor?
Hey, neighbor.
Oh, hi, neighbor.
It means being part of a community where your money
Good to see you, neighbor.
Nice to see you, neighbor.
and the decisions being made
Hey there, neighbor.
are where you are.
Hi, how can I help you, neighbor?
Because we're more than a bank. We're neighbors serving neighbors.
I just know Jeff Goldblum from Wicked and Independence Day.
And Jurassic Park.
And Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh my God. Hard question. I really like all of like Wes Anderson's movies. Grand Budapest Hotel, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Isle of Dogs.
Didn't think we were gonna go there this time, like that quickly. We're going deep. Like those aren't just like typical feel good comedy movies. Those are what about those movies?
I like the way they're shot. Like the cinematography is really nice.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of color grading. So like one scene will be like really orange and the next will be mostly blue. And it's just a lot of like different colors.
Change up and different. That's cool. Again, I didn't expect to like go down some dark and mysterious movie rabbit hole that quickly, but I can respect it.
I love movies.
You do? What's the very first movie you remember watching when you were a kid?
Pocahontas.
Okay, I
meant
meant
Brave.
Brave. Okay, what about like actual movie? Like not a cartoon or an animation or anything like
live
that.
action?
Live action?
Live action?
Like, yeah, well, is that what that means? I don't know.
I didn't pay attention to
I'm
any
not
live
the
action
video
movies.
person.
I never paid attention to live action movies as a kid. I thought they were boring because they were real humans.
Right.
I only really paid attention to like Lilo and Stitch and stuff like that.
Okay, did you see the new Lilo and Stitch?
I have not.
Loser. It's good.
I heard it wasn't that good.
I enjoyed it. My family liked it.
Well,
very first movie I remember, Casino. And my mom took me. And then, like, looking back, like, she'd be canceled as a mom right now.
Yeah. I do remember, I watch Goodfellas a lot.
Okay.
That and Godfather.
Okay.
I've watched the trilogy of The Godfather.
Did you enjoy it?
The first and second movies were really good, but I thought the third was kind of like,
Yeah, it got kind of, like, just too much.
Yeah.
Like, I watched them, like, I don't know, 2 years ago, and I watched them in succession. And I'd remember seeing them when I was younger, but... Did you watch that show they made about making The Godfather? Like there was like a sitcom. I don't know if you call it sitcom, but there's a show out there on, I think, Paramount. And they kind of documented what it was like to make the movie in a modern studio kind of way. It was kind of neat.
Never.
Have to check it out.
Sure.
By the way, welcome back to Jacket Talk. We were just talking about movies. I'm sitting down with Horton Sohm.
Oh my gosh.
Kidding. Lucas Sohm and Cooper Williams, right?
Yes.
How are you guys?
I'm good.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad to be skipping school right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I did not ask them to say that, and
Well,
we don't endorse skipping school.
No, of course not.
But it is school time. Band is going. You're right in the heat of it, right?
Yes.
How's it going?
Busy.
Busy?
Very.
Yeah. See.
Feel like all the work's paying off? Starting to, I guess. I mean, we probably won't really know till that last Carthage
Yeah.
event, but
Yes.
you feel like it's coming together?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm getting very jittery to get towards our competition season.
Right.
Very excited for it.
What about jittery for the homecoming parade tonight? Is that the fun part that's like just kind of you get to relax and have fun and do it, but it's still important?
Relax is in like
Home
not-
crowd.
Yes.
It's not
Even
in
if
the
I
comfort of our
trip and
town.
fall on
Right.
my face, they'll still be like, go band.
true. Makes sense.
But
you feel like you're where you need to be, maybe ahead, maybe a little behind. You feel like that's kind of tracking?
I feel like I am like a little behind on music. I need to like get going more because since we're almost done with part 2 already,
Right.
like getting to the drum feature and part 3, I really need to get on that.
So what do you guys do in the band? And I apologize if that sounds like uneducated, but I think it's the best way to explain to people.
Yeah.
I play the French horn. That's the concert instrument. And then for marching band, I play what's called a mellophone.
Okay.
And it's really just like the marching version of my French horn.
Okay.
During concert season, I play bass clarinet, but during marching season, I am one of our drum majors.
Okay. So that you're one of the ones up in the front,
Yeah.
kind of directing, doing what, Mr. Stewart's up in the press box, watching over,
Yeah.
critiquing, making notes, firing people,
Yeah.
all those sort of things. And you guys are on the field, but you're first in line essentially.
Yeah.
How many drum majors are there?
There's 3.
Was drum major like a goal you had, or did it just happen?
It was, I remember freshman year, one of our previous drum majors, her name was Sadie. I saw her conducting. I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cool. And I was like, okay, I have to audition now. And I practiced for like a few weeks before. And then whenever auditions came, I was like, I'm going to get this. Like, whatever, I'll get it. Right. I was terrified. I thought I was like, oh, I'm not getting this actually. But then like names came out. I was like, I actually like met my goal.
Right.
I was super pumped.
Is that like, you're both seniors, right?
I'm a junior.
No,
I'm a
you're a
senior.
junior, you're a senior.
Yes.
Okay. So drum major, ideally does that, like when can someone become a drum major?
I auditioned the end of my freshman year,
Okay.
and so I started my sophomore year,
Okay.
and so I've just been going ever since.
Gotcha. And has it changed how you feel about band as a whole? Has it made it more like what's the feeling of that? Because you clearly are excited to do it and it was a goal, but
Yeah.
like has it changed anything?
It definitely. I remember freshman year, band was sort of like, oh, I really love band, but now it's like every day I'm thinking about band. It's like a big part of my life now. It's a
Right.
main section of what I do daily,
That's
so it's
cool.
definitely kind of taken over my life a bit, but I love it.
So Cooper, drum major, you mentioned French horn.
Yes.
Now, I know last year was a huge year for you
Yes.
in the French. And again, I apologize if I'm butchering but in the French horn realm, like you've accomplished some pretty crazy things, right?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So I feel like the biggest thing was December of last year. We held, all-state auditions at Hickman High in Columbia. And so that's the top students like in the state of Missouri
Right.
auditioned.
Mhm.
And I got first chair in the all-state band for French horn.
Right. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
And have you parlayed that? Because if I remember right, or I think your mom mentioned, you're trying out for a symphony, or you made a symphony, or that's in the process
Yes, I'm in the Springfield Youth Symphony.
now? Okay.
So that's mainly kids in Springfield, like all the high schools in Springfield. And there are kids from like Camdenton. I think there's some from Mountain Grove. And then I'm the only student from Lebanon.
That's awesome. So if you were to like scale where you're at as a French horner, is that what's
French horn player.
French horn player? Okay. Maybe we cut out the French horner part. But like are you progressing and like kind of what's next or what's the ultimate goal individually for you and with that instrument?
I really want to go into horn performance in college. I would like to get my master's in performance, maybe my doctorate, maybe, but just in general, I would love to play French horn for the rest of my life.
Right. And be, when you say play French horn the rest of your life or get those higher education degrees, like what's the pinnacle job for a French horn player? Is it a soloist? Is it a band leader? Is it a concert? What could you see yourself doing with that?
I would love to be in just like a high level orchestra.
New World Symphony.
Is that like let's reach for the stars here?
Yes.
Like that's what's possible. What did you say?
New World Symphony.
New World Symphony.
It's a big symphony that like the best of the best play at.
Yes.
So good.
Is he good enough? Could he make it? Can he do it? What do we got to do to get him there?
Make him practice more scales.
I practice scales enough.
More
but I do need to
etudes.
Practice a scale right now without a French horn. Make the noises.
No thanks.
No, you don't want. Come on, give me something. How do you practice? Tell us how you practice.
Warm up for an hour and a half.
Yes, I take a while to warm up. We have all the horn players in Lebanon. We have a very thick packet to warm up with. And then after that, I just play what I need to just to work on it.
Is there a favorite type of music that you get to play with the French horn? Or is it all like, again, educate me because I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to this stuff. So like, does the French horn play jazz and maybe like help me?
The French horn can do everything. I mean, I don't play much jazz at all.
Right.
I don't play jazz on the French horn.
What do you play?
Like I said, the Springfield Youth Symphony, that's like orchestral music.
Yeah.
And then marching bands on the mellophone. And then when concert season rolls around, it's typical band music.
Whatever Stewart picks.
Yes.
Whatever Stewart picks. That's Mr. Stewart for those watching, but that's fine. Give me a song that I wouldn't know had a French horn in it. There's got to be one, right?
Just like a song in general?
Yeah, that like maybe there's a French horn beat or something that I would be like, oh, Lucas talked about the French horn and I hear the French horn.
Girl, I don't know.
I cannot think of one off the top of my head.
That's a bad question. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Do you like pumpkins?
Do I like pumpkins?
Yes.
Yes, I love pumpkins.
Because I got sent a picture. I want to show this picture.
Hey, team.
I do love pumpkins.
Was this this was your first time at Silver Dollar City?
First time ever at Silver Dollar City.
How was it?
I loved it.
Yeah?
It was amazing.
What was your favorite part?
Powder keg.
Powder keg? What was your favorite food?
The ribs.
The ribs? Okay. I never want to stand in line for the food. It always gets me like...
Well, we went on like a random Friday, so like nobody was there.
It was very
that's
empty.
the best.
Lines were like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, we waited in, like the longest we waited in was Powder keg, and it was like 5 minutes maybe.
The one I thought was going to be the longest was Time Traveler.
Yeah.
We walked through everything and
Didn't
got
have
on.
to wait at all?
Nope.
Yep.
Well, that's the best.
Yes.
It needs to be more like... Do you agree with fast passes or not? I don't agree with
If
them.
you can pay for it, go right ahead, I guess. But
Yes.
that's like a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
And then,
and it's like really not even that much faster. Like,
No.
they don't... I don't
Because
know.
there's a large majority of people who have fast passes.
Right.
So like,
Yeah.
It's-
So
it's
it's
the
a
same-
big...
so you're just
slow
waiting in
fast
line,
pass.
but you
Yeah.
paid more money to be there
Why were you guys at Silver Dollar City?
for
Just
fun.
fun.
Just fun?
Yeah.
Not a band trip or anything like that?
No.
So we've kind of jumped all over the place, but I asked you a question that didn't really have an answer, so I had to come up with something different. What's next? I know senior.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah. What's after? What's your plans after?
Go to college and be a music education major.
Yeah.
To be a band director, hopefully one day.
Stay close, go away.
Wherever it takes me. I mean, I think it would be nice to teach in Missouri since
Right.
I know a lot of band directors here, and I'd most likely teach with them. But I think it would also be cool to like branch out, go to like Oregon or somewhere and
Right.
see how their football is like compared to here. And because I love marching band. It's like my favorite thing. Anytime I'm in marching band, I'm always like, oh, I miss concert season. As soon as I get to concert season, I'm like, I miss marching band. So
What's your favorite part about it specifically? I mean, and we had this conversation last year with kids, and you guys are such a big part of the overall night and the community. And then like homecoming parade today, like you guys are the biggest part of it. And I think as we've grown and understood and learned more about band and the things that happen, like you're trending even more and more upward, and there's opportunities. So kind of what's that like from maybe the changes that you've seen from just a few years ago to like now? Because I can see it changing, and I think the community sees it as well.
I definitely feel like we're a huge part in the community now, and our own community itself, like within the band, has gotten a lot better.
Yes.
And like a lot more people are happy to be there.
Right.
Because like, I mean, people in like whenever I was in middle school, people would be like, "You're a band kid, yuck."
Right.
But now it's like, "Oh, what do you play?" Like, "Oh, that's cool. Like, I seen you during the halftime show. I hear you guys cheer during football games. I saw you guys at homecoming." Like all that.
And
it's nice being like a part of it more.
It feels like band kid probably was a little derogatory a while back, and
yes.
now it's like it's cool, like, right? Fair. What's your favorite part?
I love how students in band can do anything and everything in high school. We have football kids, we have tennis kids, soccer kids,
Speech and debate,
choir kids, everything.
Very inclusive.
Yes.
A lot of different personalities, but they all kind of have to come together. This is a little bit of a weirder question, much like the other one, but I want to ask it. In the band world, like, what's it like to grow with it? Because we talk with football kids a lot about like they saw, so and so as they were in youth football, and they saw the stars of of high school football. But like that happens. You mentioned it earlier with seeing some of the drum majors, but like, how do you kind of quantify that? Like, how is it set the goals? Is that what helped make your goal what it was?
like setting the goal and realizing what I want to do, and then doing what I wanted to do, and like reaching that goal was definitely a sort of like I made it moment. Like, oh, I did something great, and now I contribute every day to the band. I'm a key piece, a part of the band, just like everyone else is, and I stand up there and everyone's looking at me. So
I know you take a real, not that you don't, but like as a drum major, that's a leadership role.
Yeah.
But like, give me some leadership things that have happened for you as you've kind of moved into, you mentioned first chair,
Yes.
that sort of thing. So like, how do you kind of approach the leadership side of being in band?
I have always looked at high schoolers in band, like from a middle school point of view, as just like extraordinary people.
Right.
I have not known I wanted to do band like when I was younger.
Right.
I always took piano lessons and singing lessons. I was in choirs and stuff, and then I joined band. I have always looked up to the directors. Amazing people. Like I want to be them when I'm older. But just I don't know.
It's just there. It's part of
Yes.
it. You just kind of embrace it. There's maybe not as much of a direct role, but you're still how you show up, how you practice, how you talk to other band members, that sort of thing. It all, you got younger kids watching and learning. And so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You touched on the fact of networking essentially. And in the adult term, we use networking. In high school, it's probably just like hanging out and spending time or whatever. But how does that work in the band world? Because you kind of travel in packs, right? Like you'll see at maybe one competition, you might see some people that you don't see at the other three or whatever. But like, what's the interaction like with other schools? We're seeing it in sports happen, you know, where like these athletes, they've played travel ball with the same group of people, and you guys are in the same boat. Like the band world is small but mighty, right?
Yes.
And so like, how are you using that going forward, I guess? Because like you mentioned, it'd be the opportunity to stay in Missouri, do that, but are you using it in a positive way? Or I don't know. That's a weird question, but I think you understand what I'm getting at.
Yeah. I know, like, anytime I've went to a competition in my freshman year, whenever I was like still marching and playing, anytime I'd see another band and they also had bass clarinets, I would always freak out and be like, oh my gosh, how many do you have? Like, what grade are you in? And overall, especially as I've become a drum major and I've went to Parkview Drum Major Academy and met like kids from schools from Kansas City and stuff like that, it's always been really positive for me. I've always found friends, like people from Ash Grove and Parkview, and even whenever I've met kids in band from Camdenton, and I've always had a very positive experience, like meeting other kids in band, because it's sort of like, oh, you do the same thing I do, just somewhere else.
Right. Built-in friendships, but become actual real friendships. You have something in common, but you kind of then learn more about each other, experience their lifestyles, what they do, their communities, that sort of thing. Same with you, Lucas?
My favorite thing is at band competitions, like when one band is finishing and going back to where they are and we're going to the field, we always cheer
Good
at
luck,
each other.
you guys
Yes.
are great.
Like we always look for the same section in that band.
Stick together.
Yes.
That's kind of cool. We've talked about movies. You're weird.
I love movies. I love movies.
Did you say your favorite movie?
No.
He works at a movie theater.
I do work at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Here in town.
You work with Levi.
Yes, I do.
Little known fact, Levi, September Employee of the Month at Jacket Nation Sports. Won't be in October. We've already decided. We'll have to give it to Scout by default. But how is, you get to watch movies, all that sort of thing?
Yes. I get to watch movies for free. Like any movie that comes out. I think the most recent one I've watched is Fantastic Four.
Okay.
Which is a while ago, Weapons.
Yeah, because we went and saw Weapons.
Yes, Weapons is a horror movie. I think I've watched that one like 3 or 4 times.
What's your favorite movie concession?
Popcorn.
Popcorn?
It's plain, but it's
like butter and stuff, or like the cheese stuff? I don't eat popcorn.
Plain popcorn.
So just plain movie theater popcorn?
Yeah.
All right. Favorite food? Not at a movie theater.
In general?
In general. Like if you got one meal, you're going to go out strong. Like what are you going out? What are you ordering?
Macaroni and cheese.
Who's making it?
Me.
Okay. Out of a box, or are you like boiling noodles and like added real cheese and milk and butter and all the things?
Either is fine, but from scratch is
Kraft or Velveeta?
Kraft. I don't like Velveeta.
Velveeta's too rich. Like,
Yes.
it makes me feel sick.
What is wrong? Okay, fine. It's not, you're not wrong. It is kind of, but it's so much better than like powdered cheese. What's your favorite food?
My mom makes Greek pasta with zucchini in it. So I'd have her make that. I love my mom. I love her cooking. It's so good.
See, I didn't have to bait you into talking about your mom, or
I love my mom.
that's pretty
She's
awesome.
great. She's the one who said I could come on here today.
Moms are the best. Song. What are you listening to as you get ready for a band competition?
Ooh.
Like football players, they got rap, hip hop.
Well,
that
it's
sort
like
of stuff.
5 a.m. getting ready for a band competition.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
mostly silence.
Yes.
But I listen to a lot of like TV Girl, stuff like that.
TV girl.
It's an indie
Okay.
group.
Lucas?
I'd probably also say indie. My favorite artist is Lizzie McAlpine.
Ever heard of her?
Charlie XCX for the hype.
Yes.
Charlie XCX.
XCX,
Yes.
the girl who made like what's her like most popular song?
I
I don't care.
Boom Clap
Boom clap, yeah.
Boom clap. Is it like EDM? Is it like
it's pop?
It's pop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now we're watching a lot of K-pop Demon Hunter in our house.
That was
Wait, that was the most recent one we watched then, because we went to the sing along.
Yes,
oh no,
it was in theaters.
Do not tell my family. Or my specifically baby
It was
Bread.
in theaters for a select weekend, so like 2 days.
Oh, gotcha.
And it was very popular.
We went and watched the sing along.
Yes.
Speaking of movies, we just watched a trailer for a new Anaconda movie, but they're making a movie about remaking the movie. That's a movie. So it's like they film it's a movie being filmed while they're filming a movie, but it's Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
Right.
Have you seen the original Anaconda with like
No.
Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez?
No.
You got homework.
Okay.
Before Christmas. Because it'll be in the theater. Theaters only. And it's Jack Black and a couple other comedian or comic. What's the word? Comedians, I guess.
Comedians.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun. Lucas, anybody you want to thank and talk about? We've mentioned your mom already, but
Tanya.
who's responsible for Lucas right now and that you really want to give a shout out to?
Thank you, Miss Mudge, for everything you do for me. You're a wonderful horn teacher. She has gotten me to where I am now.
Right?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. You mentioned your mom.
Yes. Love my mom. Shout out Jocasta
That's Jocasta. Okay. Your mom is Jocasta?
Williams.
Yeah, we get likes and stuff from Jocasta on things. So
She likes everything band related.
like so as we've grown this Jacket Nation stuff in social media, like we get, people. It's different from being in my personal Facebook because if they like something, I know pretty much who they are. But
No,
if
that's
you've
my
not
mom.
That's your mom. Shout out Jocasta. Thank you. We appreciate
her.
all the likes and engagement. Hope we're putting band in a positive light. It's been pretty fun for us too to get to know you guys.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people don't know, but we do try on our streams of football games to get the halftime performance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really neat. The rain in the Webb City game was difficult with the drone, but Worson was able to get it out for the band halftime performance. And I know Brian's working on some audio things to make, I think, that final one chef's kiss as far as audio.
Heck
So
yeah.
you guys will always have that. And it's been pretty cool for us to watch and get to know you guys. So thank you for giving us the opportunity to be around and
Yeah, of course.
have these kind of conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to say before we go?
Thank you to all the band directors, Mr. Lucas, Miss Mudge, Miss Benny, Miss Size, and of course, Mr. Stewart.
Yes.
Speaking of that, are you guys already planning what you do at the spring concert to
I'm
get
just
back
going to
at
cry.
him? Yeah,
I'm
but
just-
don't you guys do like something every year to kind of as a joke or a gift or something?
Yeah.
Is it already
well,
in the
that's
works?
the seniors' job.
Yes.
My job is to cry over the seniors leaving. So.
Is it already in the works?
No.
Well, that's like a March sort of thing.
Yes.
Oh, I gotcha.
We'll get there.
Awesome. So let's run down the band schedule for the remaining fall stuff. We've got homecoming parade tonight,
Yes.
football game Friday night,
Yep.
first competition.
Valhalla.
Valhalla, is that when? Is that
October 4th.
okay? Yeah,
Yeah.
because Mr. Stewart
Yeah.
mentioned, like, for those of you watching too, like, if you didn't hear Kevin and Mr. Stewart, but like your Friday night performances are kind of staged in the fact of you do only portions of it and you grow it each time, right?
Yes.
So that's what, going back to what we talked about in the beginning of kind of where you're at and the build out. So we're excited. We appreciate you guys. Looking forward to tonight. The homecoming parade's always fun. You also have after Valhalla, you have
Ozarko at MSU.
Ozark, and that's in the big stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's got to be pretty cool. And then the
Carthage.
Carthage, which is kind of the penultimate.
Because we go to the Maple Leaf Festival, which is we march in their parade. So we
Right.
get up at like 5 a.m. and get there at like 8, eat breakfast and get shipped off to go march.
All right.
And then we go to semifinals or like prelims.
Yes.
We go to prelims and then hopefully make finals and then hopefully get sweepstakes, first place.
Got goals. Nothing wrong with that. And then, of course, you guys also march in the Lebanon Christmas parade.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
That one's always fun.
And sometimes cold, sometimes kind of hot, weirdly, sometimes perfect.
Hot hands.
I remember last year I taped hot hands on my
need them.
gloves. Worst mistake ever. It was
Hands get sweaty.
so sweaty.
And then your gloves get wet, and then your gloves are wet and cold from the sweat, and it never really makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a constant battle. Well, Lucas and Cooper, thank you guys very much. We appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing you guys out there tonight and the rest of the season. So, you know how we end these?
No. Right.
Job is not done.
Right.
Go Jackets.
Go
On three.
Jackets. Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Go Jackets.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right.